I'm Dallas Ezard.
And I'm William Holtz, here to tell you that not only is she Dallas Ezard, but she's the 2016 Miss Missouri Teen USA. Dallas Ezard filling in for Ashley Kyle.
This is your Lake of the Ozarks news update, brought to you by Lake TV and LakeExpo.com, and sponsored by Yacht Club Power Sports and Rick Ball, Ford Lincoln in Sedalia.
Today we'll be talking about summer road work, what MoDOT has in store for the lake area, what officials believe caused a boat to sink and its operator to drown last week, Arsonists strike the lake area and cause major damage, and extra summer vacation. It's what all kids dream of, and well, Missouri kids may just get to see that this summer. And on top of that, we'll take you back to an exciting weekend at H-Toes at Camden on the lake for the 4th annual Gangster Ball.
Plus, we'll take a look at events coming to the lake this weekend. But first, a message from our friends at Yacht Club Power Sports.
Yacht Club Power Sports has expanded to ensure you have fun on both land and water, on the trails and on the road with Can-Am, Kawasaki, Victory Motorcycles, Arctic Cat, and Polaris, which introduces the 2015 Slingshot. On the water as the world's #1 Sea-Doo dealer, and are proud to introduce the Supra and Moomba boat lines to the YC Power Sports family. Look for our new showroom this summer off Formula Way in Osage Beach, and you can find us off Highway 63 in Columbia. Yacht Club Power Sports, where the fun begins and never ends.
I'm William Holtz with Lake TV. We're here at H-Toes at Camden on the lake. It's the 4th annual Gangsters Ball, and well, if you're asking what's a Gangsters Ball, it's a 1930s era reenactment filled with swingers, flappers, tappers, and plenty of burlesque. They open the doors at 7 o'clock. We're going to go in and see some of the costume people inside having a good time getting ready for the show that starts shortly after, so come on in, guys. Tonight probably couldn't happen without this guy. He's very important in tonight's show. Who are you?
Well, I don't mean to boast or anything, but my name is Jimmy Fortune. I'm the MC of this year's Gangsters Ball this year. 4th annual one, appointed by none other than the mob leader, Gino Fanucci himself.
Gino's not here, is he?
Oh no, he's downstairs. He's actually overseeing a good load of the things going on here tonight.
So, can you give us a little taste of what we're going to see tonight, or has that got to stay?
Oh, well, I can't really say much of anything, but I can tell you one thing. This is going to be a Gangsters Ball to remember for the ages to come.
TV here, and now we're joined by the brains behind the operation, the director, Miss Kelly Hooper of the Gangsters Ball. Kelly, outstanding job.
Thank you. We had a great time tonight.
And obviously you couldn't have got a much better turnout from the looks of things.
No, it was a standing room only room tonight, and this is very exciting in a new venue.
Yeah, first year you guys have had it here, opposed to bootleggers, and more seating, but it certainly didn't stop you guys from packing the house. Impressive. Give me a few people that you'd really like to give a thank you to for this.
My production crew, sound, lights. We've been working on this show for 6 months. The writers, the choreographers, the dancers, the singers, the actors. Big group. There's about 32 people that it takes to put on this show.
Well, Kelly, hey, thank you so much for having us. We certainly appreciate it. Outstanding job. We can't wait to see what you have in store next year.
Thank you very much for coming out, and hope to see everyone next year at the Gangsters Ball.
For the Gangsters Ball, that's Kelly Hooper. For Lake TV, I'm William Holtz. We thank you for watching.
The Missouri Department of Transportation announced this week that their plans to resurface part of Route 54 have moved forward. MoDOT will hire APAC of Missouri to do the road work, which will begin this summer. Resurfacing work will happen on Highway 54 between Missouri Route Y and Old Route 5 in Camden County. Residents and visitors can expect to occasionally see closed lanes and entrance ramps while crews are working.
A Lake of the Ozarks developer is getting a chance to work in a much sunnier spot. Chris Foster was chosen to serve on the Santa Monica Pier Board, which manages one of California's most visited landmarks. Foster was selected for this 4-year term on the board based on his development, finance, and design experience. He said he's looking forward to his first chance at public service, and even though he might be broadening his horizons, his family has been in Camden County for 7 generations, and he's still heavily involved with developments locally. Currently, he's working on the Peninsula Development Hotel project on the lake, as well as building a senior center facility in Eldon.
Missouri elementary and secondary students could get a couple more weeks of summer vacation if a bill in the House of Representatives becomes law this year. The bill would stop school districts from starting school before September 1st. Lake of the Ozarks officials support the bill because of a loss in revenue when schools start early. One study showed that the state loses more than $1 million in general sales tax each day school opens early. Opponents of the bill point out that local school districts have the choice to start school after September 1st, but they choose not to. People on both sides of the issue testified last week at a 3-hour public hearing at the Capitol.
One small missing piece likely caused a jet boat to quickly sink, leading to the drowning of the boat's operator. The 22-foot 1979 sleek craft jet boat was spotted by an eyewitness with only its bow above water on Friday, January 29th. The operator, 48-year-old Rick Steffi of Homer, Illinois, was swimming in the frigid water but drowned before he could make it to safety. Proboat Marine Tech Wes Enlow discovered that it sank because one of the engine's core casting plugs, sometimes referred to as freeze plugs, was not in place. The hole would have caused a large amount of water to be pumped into the boat, and since the boat was moving forward, he said the operator might not have noticed the stern was filling with water. The boat sank quickly and just before noon with a life jacket tucked in the bow. Highway Patrol divers recovered Steffi's body that evening at approximately 6:14.
Weather conditions and arsonists made a busy week for local fire districts. Last week, more than 200 acres were scorched, and crews found themselves moving right from one blaze to the next. The largest fire required help from firefighters in 7 different districts. Firefighters battled at least 20 fires that authorities say were intentionally set by one or more arsonists on January 31st and then on February 2nd. The fire occurred along the Miller-Pulaski County line and are under investigation by the Miller County Sheriff's Department and the Missouri State Fire Marshal's Office. In Richland, Tri-County Fire Protection District firefighters also put out several blazes. One began when a leaf-burning fire got out of control. Officials caught 2 other fires in the suspicious. Then last Tuesday, a fire at Pier 31 Marina destroyed 1 residence, damaged another, and nearly ignited fuel tanks. That fire started from a burn that employees thought they had extinguished earlier, but reignited after they left.
The city of Camden updated its policy on backyard burning at a board meeting last week. Residents will still be able to burn small amounts of natural yard waste on their own property as long as they call the city's burn notification line on the day of the burn. This also applies to recreational campfires as well. The changes are based on the latest codes and DNR updates, and some of the restrictions for the burning include not using flammable liquid to start small fires. The fire must be at least 25 foot away from all structures, and a water source or fire extinguishing equipment must be available. Now, if the fire does get out of hand and requires fire department services to either extinguish or control it, that citizen will then be held responsible for those costs.
The Missouri Conservation Commission is recommending changes to the Wildlife Code of Missouri that would prohibit hunting feral hogs on Missouri Department of Conservation land. Recent studies show that hog hunting actually increases feral hog numbers because of illegal releases of animals for future hunting opportunities. The next step in the rulemaking process includes a 30-day public comment period, which will run from April 2nd through May 1st. Public comments can be submitted by mail, by email, or online to the Missouri Department of Conservation Regulations Committee.
Another story that goes to prove the lake is full of compassionate, kind-hearted, and generous people. A group of business owners raised nearly $4,000 to help a local girl who was seriously burned in a fire. Entrepreneurs for Community, also known as E4C, began last October when a group of businessmen and women wanted a way to work together to help people in the community who find themselves in emergency need. The members presented their first check last week to a Laurie resident, 9-year-old Izzy Graham. Izzy was seriously injured in a house fire last December. Now, the group of Westside entrepreneurs meet twice a month at 8 a.m. every other Friday at Cannon Smoke Saloon in Sunrise Beach. It costs just $30 to become a member, and all are welcome. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, well, look no further, as Dallas and I will give you 5 time-worthy events coming to Lake this week and weekend. But first, a word from our friends at Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia.
We'll save you money and hassles at Rick Ball Ford Lincoln.
The best customer service, and we'll give you the most bang for your hard-earned buck.
Our family way of doing business will win you over and have you coming back.
Rick Ball Ford and Lincoln in Sedalia.
The Savannah Grill is hosting a special wine dinner this week. On Wednesday at 6 p.m., you can enjoy some creative and unique dishes along with professionally paired for each course. They typically serve 6 to 8 courses. The cost is $100 per person and reservations are required.
The annual Spaghetti Dinner for Dogwood Animal Shelter is happening this Wednesday at Little Rizzo's in Osage Beach. Get it? Spaghetti? Okay, so it's all-you-can-eat pastas, and it starts at 5 p.m. Again, this Wednesday, February 10th, and $5 of each pasta order will be donated to Dogwood's Spay and Neuter program. Don't miss the annual Spaghetti Dinner at Little Rizzo's in Osage Beach.
A silent auction to benefit Project Graduation is being held this Friday at Camden High School. Project Graduation is an after-graduation event that provides a safe, drug-free, alcohol-free, and tobacco-free event for graduating seniors. The evening activities are provided at no expense to the students. The auction starts at 5 p.m. and runs until halftime of the boys' basketball game.
On Saturday, Camden High School's father-daughter dance is happening. The dance starts at 6 p.m. and tickets are $35 for the first daughter and just $5 for each additional daughter, and a photo is included for each family attending the event. So dads, clear your Saturday and make it a special day for you and your daughter. That's a wrap for this week's Lake of the Ozarks News Update. Thanks for watching us on Como Connect Channel 90.
And you can connect with us on Facebook, Twitter @MyLakeTV, and now on Instagram @my_LakeTV.
And as always, you can watch the Lake's only TV station 24/7 on MyLakeTV.com. For the lovely Miss Missouri Teen USA Dallas Ezard and the entire news team here from the Lake TV studio, we'll see you next time. And in the meantime, stay classy, Lake of the Ozarks.